Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversations. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
Don't see what's yours for the taking tonight.
Ooh wee. Lord have mercy. You know, some days when things get up, this is real time. This is live TV. Those days you get up. First of all, it's probably my fault because I hit the snooze button today. And so, you're like, it's just 15 minutes. And then you're running around like a chicken with no head. And then, of course, that's when, anyway, mic wouldn't turn on. The camera wouldn't turn on. My girl, MelissaSade is here. And we couldn't hear her. It was just a mess. But you know what? That's what you do. You just keep getting back up and you just do your best. That's all you can do, right? All right, there it is. Can I get an amen? I'll kick it off. Good morning, good morning. Welcome, everybody, to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments. Dr. Lauren with you here now. Look, let me finish this. Dr. Lauren here with you today, but I got to get to this quickly. Y'all know I'm doing this transformation thing where I'm going from I'm not that anymore. A week ago when I started the cleanse on Saturday and Sunday in there. Oh, the cookbook's upstairs. And started the regular program on Monday. It's 2 months and guaranteed that I'm going for that juicy 198 that I was, and going back to this. This was 52 years ago. Lord Jesus. This is 52 years old, 10 years ago. And I'm not trying to look like this guy, but I want to feel like he did. So it's a decade later. I did it then. I'm going to do it again because I love life. I love serving. And I'm trying to be the black ass male Betty White. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to ride it till the wheels fall off. But here's the thing. I got the meal plan right. It's on the refrigerator. And I follow it every day to the T. You got to weigh everything. Wait a minute, y'all. Look at breakfast. You should have seen my face. And the apple is extra. That's my all-day snack. Here the rest of it over here. So I'm just throwing 2 on here because I know I'm going to get hungry. This is breakfast. If I can't find a feather on me, there's a trick to it because I know I'm a bird now. I'm just kidding. But anyway, but the interesting part is, you guys, it's a metabolic balancing. They drew blood. My blood work determined what I should eat at night. Now I'm gonna tell you this for real. I'm the kind of person, see, arthritis, I'm going to have it. I've known for years. They did the blood panel back when I was in the military and said, you're going to have rheumatoid arthritis. I was like, I rebuke that. Ain't no rebuking what you can't help, right? So anyway, like I'll be sitting, ow, my hands and this finger starting to get stuck. I'll be typing, I got to make it move, right? And then when I wake up in the morning, it sound like snap, crackle, pop. They sitting right here. Snap, crackle, pop, right? I sound just like a bowl of Rice Krispies. When I start walking from the bed to the back, and feed me, ow. Second day, I wasn't even on the food yet. I was just doing the cleanse. I get up, sprint to the bathroom, no body aches. Because this program is designed to, they told me my inflammation was off the chain. And so they removed all the things, beef, tomato for now. They'll come back in later. But boy, I am not kidding you. That it's something else, y'all. Get into this. Get under the hood. Get under the hood of your vehicle and check. If your car, them lights come on now. I know people in my family, they don't care what light come on in the car. They gonna keep going till they're on the side of the road. Right? Can somebody come get me? Hell no. You should turn the lights off. Right. Anyway, treat your body like it needs to be treated. We get one, just like we get one life. And so just do your best, y'all. We want to be around each other and help each other for as long as we can. Can I get one more? Amen. Okay. All right. So good morning to you all, beautiful people. Sorry we were running a little late. I see you coming in. 57 of you are here, but I don't care about but one. Just this country. But one. What he name is? Right. Them taters ready yet, Paul? Lord. Anyway. I concern myself with the number one because I'm one, and if you're the other one, that's two. I can count that high. That fulfills the promise that where two or more of us comes together, something wonderful is afoot. It's called spiritual magic, and I am a believer in that. How about you? Okay, so we're gonna get it done. We got Miss MelissaSade, smooth operator. What happened to her? Sade, that was my girl. My husband can't stand Sade. I'm like, you're going to get off Sade. You're going to get off my girl, right? Sade, that band. But anyway, Mellisa Charles is here today. And I was going to go through she's a boss lady, an entrepreneur, and she's all into the glamour business. She just had a big event, and we're going to get her in here. She can tell us better than I can. So put your hearts on the screen, won't you, please? It's our powerful yet virtual way of saying welcome, good morning, and we're glad you're here because she's headed down the hall now. Here she comes, y'all. Mellisa Charles is in the house. Now, girl, let me just tell you real quick. Good morning. Walter Scott Keys saying good morning. Hello to your lovely wife, too. Now, I'm gonna just tell you, Charles Maddox is here, girl. He's so mannish, and you're a female. He gonna be trying. He think he Lucius. Oh, yeah. Lord. Okay. Yeah. See what you. Yes, that's all I had to say. Charles Maddox swear up and down. He look. Yeah. So, if we was in the drive-through and you was at the place where he'd be like, "What a pretty girl. What you doing working in the place? You're too pretty to be at the drive." Anyway, yeah. How are you? You look great.
I'm doing good this morning. A little sleepy. When you was up there talking about the snooze button, I was doing a snooze button too because
I did too. Yes.
I was up all night starting to sew because I have another fashion show in next month for my friend Prince. He's doing a show called the Fashion Royale, and I got to represent my people in Pittsburgh, so that's what I was doing last night.
Okay, I see that machine back there too. That sewing machine. Okay.
Yeah, I keep them all next to me. I'm actually kind of surrounded by different sewing machines. It's crazy.
How many do you have?
About 2 or 3 of them. It
really?
Depends. Mm-hmm.
You still young enough to thread a bobbin?
Your eyesight's
still good enough?
I better be. I'm 28. Lord have
You a
mercy.
baby. Let me ask you something before we get started. What do you think about this breakfast?
Oh, I love it.
Look how little it is.
I
Ain't
mean,
no but
hey,
three little
listen. It
girl.
doesn't matter how much is on there, as long as it's delicious and it nourishes the body and the soul. That's all that matters.
No,
That's all
she
that
put me in
matters.
my place now, didn't she? Here's the deal. Look. Um, oh, he's a Steeler fan. We talking about football. Anyway, look. Mm. But you know what? It may look like a little, but it tastes like a steak to me. I'm so hungry. Look,
Mhm.
I'm gonna back out for about 60 seconds. Maybe I don't have to stay that long, but I like to give the guests a chance to speak from their heart. You know, what woke up
Okay.
on your spirit today? Kind of share with people what you do, your passion that allows you to ease suffering and just give people joy in the world every day. And then I'm gonna come back in and I got some questions. We get started. Sound
All right.
good? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, you take it away, Miss Melissa.
All right. Hey, everybody. My name is MelissaSade. I'm from Pittsburgh, PA. I am a wife, a mother of two. So, what I am a fashion designer. I am a model and an aspiring actress, but that's a whole nother ball game later. Okay. I'm working on the actress part, but I
Okay.
am a fashion designer and a model. Okay. So my
Damn.
fashion brand is MelissaSade Designs. I started as a jewelry designer. Um, but over time, I wanted to do more and more. So I started making custom garments. I went to the Art Institute of Pittsburgh for about 6 months and then I dropped out. So I'm not promoting people dropping out of college, but I am a proud college dropout because had I not dropped out of college, I probably wouldn't have this amazing life that I have now. So,
Okay.
um, so what I do to help people and whether that's physically, spiritually, I'm always there. Like I'm pretty much that person that you can lean on and cry to and tell me about your problems. You ain't got to worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so on
I'm
top of
coming back.
that, I'm also like I like to call myself a fashion mom because even though I have two kids, I have like a bunch of models that whine and cry every time they got something issues going on. They come to me, Melissa, can you talk to this person? See, you can fix it. And I'll be just sitting there thinking, now why on earth would you do that? Now I gotta talk to this person. You ever deal with your child when they get in trouble in school? You gotta go up to the school and talk to the principal or the teacher to
No, I
smooth
was the
it
one
out.
scared because they were coming about me.
So basically, that's what I am. I'm the parent that got to go up to the schoolhouse and pretty much talk to the teacher, the principal. Okay, he didn't mean it. What he got suspended? Okay, I'm gonna make sure I make sure he do that assignment during suspension. Like I'm pretty much that person. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it. Um, but as Dr. Lauren was saying, I did host my first fashion show. It's called the Glamour Gala.
Oh,
Now,
yes.
so the Glamour Gala is a fashion show that works with different nonprofit organizations. So last year we worked with the Youth Enrichment Association.
Yeah.
It's a nonprofit organization that works with kids between the ages of 5 and 17. They have after school programs and summer camp programs. Um, it was good to the point like I even wanted to bring my son into the nonprofit organization because I'm a stay-at-home mom and I actually homeschool my son.
Okay.
Um, so they for the summer camp, I think it was only like $50 a week. They had like all these arts and crafts, field trips, all this great stuff. And I was just like, I would go. But y'all on the other side of town. I live on the north side. Y'all on the east side. That's too much traveling for me. But what I will do when I do my fashion show, I'm going to promote the heck out of y'all because y'all are doing amazing things. And so that's what we did last year. This year, we are actually working with the YWCA Greater Pittsburgh. Um, so our theme is for this year is to
What
bring
up?
awareness to domestic violence. Well, hold on, let me
Mm.
do the whole thing because they real peculiar about this. We are honoring victims and survivors of domestic violence and intimate partners. That's their whole thing. They have a whole campaign called A Week Without Violence. This campaign's been around for like 20 years. So that's what the Glamour Gala is going to be doing. So I have to add more. Designers. I'm actually looking for 8 individuals who actually want to tell their story and actually get to model about their domestic violence. Yes, about their domestic violence. So I want
the people. Wait.
Yes.
Look, I'm trying to get every one of these seeds. I ain't kidding. I'm getting ready to lick the plate because I can't pick them all up.
Listen, you need to turn your camera off to lick that plate. You go ahead.
No. It ain't like y'all ain't ever did it. Look,
hey, no judgment. No judgment here. I can't judge. That's
look, I'm looking to see if any stuck anywhere. Drop one. Got it. Okay, I want all 12 of my sunflower seeds. So look, I find that so interesting, Melissa. Let's take the one you're talking about. Where the people who have, men and women, who have experienced partnership domestic violence, they tell their story through modeling. Yes,
and they'll actually be getting custom made garments from me. So I'll be working with all the domestic, all the victims and the survivors. They'll get to work with me, and they actually will get to keep the garments. Usually, I would keep. I would give my garments to the model sometimes as a form of payment because I wish I could actually like pay them cash. But this year, the 8 individuals, whoever they are, wherever they are, they will get a custom garment from me and they'll get to keep the garments. So I've been doing a lot of research.
Explain what the people you're looking for look like. Talk about that for a second.
Okay, so the people that I'm looking for, of course, both men and women. I don't have like a racial demographic. All ethnicities are welcome. All shapes and sizes are welcome. That's the thing about MelissaSade Designs. I make garments for all shapes and sizes, women and men. And the thing is, a lot of people say that they do, but a lot of their custom garments only go to a 1X. Melissa don't play that. We gonna go up as big as you are or as tiny as you are. We gonna find a way. We gonna make it work.
Okay then.
What I would try to do is, because I did the research, I see that purple and white are usually the representation colors for victims and survivors of domestic violence. So you'll most likely be in purple and white, but I'll also try to interpret your favorite color into that garment. So it's more personal. So it's more you. Like I want your input on the garment. Like, of course I'm going to do my sketches and everything because I'm designer, but I want the individual to have their story as much as possible.
We can ready to see how much of a design fan you really are. Especially since you're gonna put my girl Sade's name in there. Okay, here we go. I'm grabbing her. Come on over here, Miss Ross. So, Diana Ross played the role of a fashion designer in one of her hit movies in the 70s. What was the name of that movie?
Mahogany. That's
okay. Wait a minute. That was half the question. I know that was too easy. Okay, you put me there. Okay. Well, what about this? What was the song from the movie, the theme song?
Do you know where you're going to?
I'm scared.
Dr. Lawrence, so my original dream was not to be a fashion designer. A lot of people don't know this. I wanted to be a model. But at the time, people, back in the day, you gotta be tall. Now I was skinny as a stick, but I wasn't tall. But like I said, when I went to the Art Institute, they ain't got no modeling classes. They had fashion design. And I started watching Mahogany as aspiration. It kept coming on every time I had a sponsorship. I won 3 sponsorships at the Sketch the Design, at the
I'm gonna cry.
So to this day, anytime when I'm having when I'm down about myself about designer, I put on mahogany and I learn something each and every
Me
time.
too.
Mm-hmm.
And that
So
song, do you know where you're going to? And oh my goodness, wasn't that movie good?
it was good. You know what? I should have sent the picture. So I made a custom garment. It was this beautiful purple garment. And I think you know which one I'm talking about. It's when she had the off shoulder with the sash and the head wrap. It was
Yes. Oh
purple. I redid that design, but
no.
I made it a mermaid dress with all these different rhinestones on it.
Oh, I bet it
I
was
got
George.
I gotta send you the picture. I should have
Please.
sent you that picture. Oh my god, now that I'm thinking about it, I should have
Weekend.
sent you that
Well,
picture.
I got some. You know, I wasn't gonna let this show go. Hold on. Right. I want to head over. Well, because I want everybody to see your work. And
Okay.
so we're gonna go through some photos. Tell us what we're looking at here. He ain't playing with it for sure. What event was this?
Okay. So so the two models in the picture, those are my fashion babies. That is Rico and Sasha. I met Rico 2 years ago, but I have known Sasha since the beginning of MelissaSade Designs.
Which is how
Um,
long ago?
about 5 years. About 5 years. And with Rico, because his personality he's a prima donna. He's a
Okay.
prima donna in his right. Sasha. So her stage name is Sasha Superstar. Now
Oh,
that garment that she has on is a reflective fabric. I had
I
ordered it from
see.
China. It literally took weeks. I was like biting my nails, all anxious and twisting my stomach, hoping and praying and hoping that it would come out right. Um,
Well, wait a
so
minute. Let's talk about that. When you say come out right, so you have to sketch first on the sketch pad.
yes.
Then what do? Make a pattern? Or do you just
Sometimes
start cutting fabric?
sometimes I make a pattern, and sometimes I will actually use manufacturer patterns depending. So
Okay.
the pattern that she has on is manufactured.
Uh-huh.
Because what I do, I will get the manufacturer patterns, but I will start freestyling. Like I will cut some pieces here, make this
Yeah,
pattern's
because
too wide.
if
Let's make it slimmer,
right, because if the pattern is only for a size 2 and
Mm-hmm.
you need a 12, you can't use that pattern, but you can look at it and then use it as a template.
Yes. I
So
wonder,
what?
can we
What I would
send
look like
pictures?
in this outfit? I was thinking the same thing. Anyway, go ahead. I'm playing. I'm playing.
I,
I am playing.
I,
Clearly, that is not my color. I'm
hold
kidding.
on. Can I send you? Let me send you a better picture of that garment. Because see, you see that picture of Sasha in the light. You need to see it in the dark. Hold on. Can we send
Okay.
it in the comments or something? If
You can
not,
put it
hold
in my Facebook Messenger and I can get it. Now, while you're doing that, can you still see the screen? Did she leave completely? Let me go over here and look. What she got? Oh, there you are. She's frozen or something. Okay, so let me go over to the comment section and say, hi, Robert Brooker. Finding the right color that helps someone to pop as a gift. Adam Duvall. Adam Duvall, where you been? In jail or something? I hope you're doing well. I miss your face. How's your lovely wife and all those cheering? Those kids of yours. That baby. Oh my goodness. Good to see you. Adam Duvall in the house, you guys from the UK. And I mentioned the others. So did you send me something?
yes, I did.
Okay,
It's
let's go ahead.
it's a picture of Sasha, what that dress looks like in the dark.
Okay, and I'll get in there and get it. But there it is right there. I see it on the
Mm-hmm.
screen over here. Wait a minute. I bet you. There. Oh.
Yes. So
Okay. I see what you're saying now.
yes. It looks so much
Okay.
better in the dark.
You couldn't
So
tell her nothing.
when I got that fabric, so the my idea was so basically have all of the audience interact with the garments, and they'll have to turn off the lights,
Yeah.
and they'll have to put their flashlights on. So when the
Oh,
fabric
wow.
came, so when the fabric came, it I was a little upset because I was like, oh, it wasn't working. But then I had to put the flashlight on it, and then it was so I was like, okay, so now I have to create an interaction in the fashion show, even though it
So
wasn't originally planned.
let me ask you something, because I'm looking
Yeah.
here, because what is this considered? It looks hard to make. It looks like, are we bordering on couture?
Yes. I am a formal wear and couture designer.
Okay, see, I used to watch Tyra's show, Project Runway. Uh-huh. Yeah. I mean, okay, so let's go here. These pictures that we're looking at here from the Glamour Gala, was there a theme? Were there any stories behind these designs, behind the models? What was going on? Oh, I like that. Look at that. And you do
Ooh,
men and women. That's unusual.
yeah, that oh Lord. Okay, now I gotta tell you the story. So this collection
He looks like a
was
real model.
yeah, they're all real models.
Oh, they are?
Yep, they're all real models. Um, so this collection was not supposed to be used for the promo shoot. What had happened was
Uh-oh.
I was trying to help an individual with her show, and instead of her being honest about her not wanting to do it, she was kind of giving me like the runaround. I can't go into too much detail because I'm
Oh
trying
my
to
God,
be,
look at this.
and that's Rico again.
Yeah, you're
It
gonna
is
have stuff happen all the time. I just love the way these people. Let me ask you this. Let's go here for a second,
Mhm.
because the look on her face. Let's talk about when you said, you know, we all know how the media has always portrayed what it is to be a model, what it takes, but we've seen that changing. I remember all the way back with Anna Nicole Smith, breaking
Mhm.
that ceiling. She busted that door down. And talk about it. How is it today? I see background dancers for singers that are plus sizes. Has it really changed? And let's talk about this young lady.
It is definitely changed because I grew up watching America's Next Top Model, The Face, all that good stuff. It has definitely changed for the most part. A
Are
lot of
are bigger
models,
models, are plus size models literally walking the top runways in the world now?
some of them are, yes. Some of my best models are plus size. I tell people I don't particularly pick the skin and bones because I was skin and bones before I had two kids. I lived it. It ain't all that as people cracked up to be.
Right.
Um, so yes, plus size models. There's more of them are coming out. More of them are coming out, and some of them have more confidence than the girls that wear size 0.
Right. I
And
love these.
the young lady in the orange dress, her name is Aldi. She's definitely a confident girl. She wasn't really trying to be a model, I guess.
Oh
After
my God.
that's the dress. That is the dress. The Diana Ross mahogany dress. That is
Yes, that is beautiful. Who is that? Is she really a queen? Why she got a crown on?
it. Because she had to let the people know what time.
Okay, and look at them nails.
I still got them there.
Who is this?
That is me.
I know. I was just
Before
waiting
I
for you to say,
before my second child.
look at you. Oh, I love that. Look, oh, and that looked like Beyonce's mama, Tina. Wow, I'm loving I love you. So let's talk. I just can't stop looking. So, how old were you when you created your very first garment?
I had to. been okay. I got married at 21, had a baby at 22, maybe 23. 23.
And do you remember what was the standout moment from that first garment when you were done? Were you like, woo? Or were you like, oh,
So
Lord?
my first garment was this pretty rainbow skirt. I got the fabric from Joann's, and I just remember twirling in it because it was just so pretty and so flowy.
Ooh, if I had a
Um,
quarter for every time I twirled, girl. Okay, that's the thing, y'all. If you have not twirled, you have not lived.
you
That
have not
means
lived.
that's when you know can't nobody tell you. "Yeah." Right,
Okay,
right.
and I was just like, oh, I want to make some more garments. So as I said, I had dropped out, and I stopped sewing. I stopped fashion for a good minute, but I found love. I had got married, and I had my first child. That's my son, Junior.
Aw.
And one day, out of nowhere, I was like, I want a sewing machine. My husband just bought it, no questions asked. And for the longest, I was like, I'm never doing fashion again. I'm never going back. Because at that time, I was going through some rough time. I was 18, 19 years old, dealing with all kinds of stuff. So every time fashion came around, it just brought back those bad memories. But one day I just woke up, I want a sewing machine. And I went to Joann's, I got the sewing machine, I got the fabric, and I made my first skirt. And rest is
And the
history.
rest is history. I just love it. I just love you. I really do. You are so confident, and there's an essence of joy when you talk about this work. Let's tell us a story if you could about because I know this about you without knowing you that well. I can just see it and I hear it coming in. I hear it coming in. Tell us what it's like when you meet someone that you want to work with and create a garment for, and you've asked them to be a model or whatever, but they just don't see what you see, and it breaks your heart. And then you convince them, and they trust you, and you go through the whole thing. Let's get you measured. Let's find that thing. It's almost like there's a hair designer on Facebook. I don't remember his name, but he does makeup and hair. And the women have you seen him? And they'll look one way, then he'll spin the chair around and you'll see the new them. And they go,
Yes.
that thing. When you show someone, that's one of them kids, ain't it? Who is that?
That is my son,
The second one?
That's the first.
Junior, you trying to get on the show? Come on in. Look at them glasses. I like that color. You all coordinated. Oh, you got a little fashion house there, don't you? Uh-huh. Welcome to the show. He just came.
He's yelling at me because he got to get into class. I'll be right back. Mommy duties, real quick. I'm so sorry, guys. I'll be right back.
You
Come
see,
on.
let her go do mommy duties. I think he's homeschooled. And she said, okay. So listen, I want to know how you guys feel, those of you that are watching that are interactive today. How do you feel about when you see models now that don't look like Twiggy? Dating myself, she was a big model in the 60s. A lot of controversy around that kind of a mindset that you must be anorexic near about in order. And it had changed, but there's still a lot of that body shaming going on and things like that. Especially now, here I am eating apples and seeds for breakfast. Not that I want to be a model, but I wouldn't mind playing one on Facebook. I'm just saying. Anyway, see, this is what I love about her. She's so real. She's like, excuse me back.
Ooh,
Excuse
okay,
me, I gotta go do mommy duty. The world, y'all gotta wait a minute. And,
Yeah, I mean, if I don't get it done,
well, that's your
anybody.
job. You wear a lot of hats. But I want you to tell me though, does any one story stand out to you over all the years that you've worked with people? And I love this thing you do, like with the trafficking, the people who actually lived it are the models, and I just love that. I just love it. So what's been your most gratifying client where the story or there's something about it that you'll never forget? Anything stand out?
Oh, there's a lot of them. Ooh, I'm trying to. Okay, I honestly was not prepared for this because there's a lot of them.
Well, that's something to think about. You should do a book one day where you show the person on one side doing their thing and then tell a little snippet about them. Now, here's what you don't see in the picture. I would find that fascinating. You know, well, let's talk about you. Let's talk about you. When you, because a lot of people, I think there are people who don't feel good about themselves. While you were gone, I was kind of opening the door to the current state in the world when it comes to body shaming. A lot has changed for the better. As far as what a person should look like, it's about how you should feel. And so talk about that. Why is that so important to you and your brand that you don't go by the standards, you set the standards?
Okay, so all right. So growing up, one of my favorite hip hop rappers was Missy Elliott. I guess you can kind of see why she is. I mean, my nickname's Missy. Her name's Missy. I wanted to be a dark skinned plus size woman when I was little
How you gonna
because
be dark skin? You ain't dark skin.
I said I wanted to be.
Oh, you wanted your skin to be darker than it is?
Yes, and I wanted
Wow.
to be a plus size because Junior, just come in here. Just come in here. Come on. Because mommy's gonna be in the interview, okay? So it's gonna be a while, okay? Okay. I will help you. Yay!
So why did you want to be a dark-skinned plus-size model? Here you were, a fair-skinned, petite girl wanting to be a dark-skinned plus-size model.
Because she just stood out to me. You weren't seeing too many confident, dark-skinned plus-size women back then. Because for one, they like to push certain skin tones and certain shapes, especially back then, to the side. It's more acceptable now, but back then, they wanted to push it to the side. They didn't want to. Oh no, we don't want to encourage this type of stuff. I saw that she was confident. I saw that she was free to just be her. And
Wow.
as time went on, I learned to love myself a little bit more because I'm like, yes, I love the way she looks, but I mean, I surely love the way I look because I'm me. So if I can't love the way how I look, how am I supposed to love how everybody else looks? So it had to, it went from admiration for others I started admiring myself a little bit more. I started dressing myself a little bit more. I mean, I can go on and talk about how I used to wear my mom's heels and stuff like that. My mom don't wear heels no more, but the heels that she used to have, I used to put them on. My ears wasn't pierced as a kid, so the little shower head clips, like you could snap
Yes.
them on. I used to put them on as earrings. I used to have old curtains and wrap it around, get stocking, wrap it around myself, make it a dress, couture dress.
Yes.
So it was just many things like that. And plus, as a 90s kids, we had a lot of aspiration to look up to. We had the Cheetah Girls, we had Bratz, Winx Club and stuff like that. We had a lot of stuff. It's a little unfortunate that, my kids' generation, they don't have that many inspirations. So I've kind of forced my kids to watch shows that I watched as a kid. So they can
Have
have
that inspiration.
yes, the inspiration and representation.
Well, speaking about kids, let's talk about this for a second. Let's talk about encouraging kids to be expressive. Like when it comes to choosing. Here we go. Like for instance, the other day on my thread, I have a friend. Hi, Pam Ellis, out in California. She's a new grandmother. And
Congratulations!
Yes, and she showed this cute little boy. He was just, you could tell, some babies you could tell it's a little boy, or you could tell it's a little girl. All boy, right? He looked like a little bruiser. But they had him wrapped up tight in a little cute blanket, and it was pink and green and blue. And there was a whole bunch of women in that thread talking about, did the parents not know what the sex of the baby was going to be? I'm confused. They just went on and on about there being a little pink in his blanket. There were 2 or 3 other colors, but they just kept harping on, why does he have pink in his blanket and he's a boy? And just totally disregarding the beauty of the moment, the picture. And she
well, they would not like me because I had my son. I think he was probably like 2, 3. So I had him in a full pink salmon outfit. It looked like he was going to Miami, Florida. It had like the little Cantu bird on it with the sandals and everything. His hair was braided all nice. I was like, yes, you look sharp. They would not like me.
So talk about that though. What is that? You know, okay, for instance, I'll give you another example. I wear white pants when I get good and ready. Right. I don't do that thing anymore I used to about don't wear white after Labor Day until I got the history on that. You know what that is for real?
What is it?
It was a thing back in whenever the day was where when people, upper crust people, it was, I think, New York City because Ellis Island and the different stores and restaurants and boutiques and stuff, the society people, if they didn't want you in, they would tell you to wear white, but they told each other after Labor Day, if you're one of us, don't wear white. So if anybody wore white, they knew you were an outsider and they would shun you. So it was a form of discrimination. And once I found the story out behind why we aren't supposed to wear white after Labor Day, I wear white starting on Labor Day.
You know what? I should have known it was gonna be some bull like that. It's always something. We can't never in this country. We can never just have an old saying without it having some type of discrimination or some type of nonsense. It's always something.
Yes. Wait, I want to take a picture of us. Oh wait, it's my new phone. I don't know. There's a button here. Wait. Okay, wait. Where? Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, but how do you would you consider yourself through your designs a disruptor? Do you ever try to do something that shocks people and tries to break them out of what their preconceived notions are?
I think that's more of my personality more than my designs. I'm getting into the shock waves of shaking things up with my garments. That's probably going to be something I will reserve for the Glamour Gala. But for everybody else's show, you're going to get that, my cute little couture outfits. But for the Glamour Gala, I got something up my sleeve. I had already started talking to my girl Sasha. I said, listen, now we got you in that reflective outfit this year, but next year it's going to be something a little different. I can't tell you much, but it's going to be a little bit different. Just be prepared.
You already started designs for next year's gala?
Mm-hmm. I already got started. I actually have a meeting with my team members tomorrow to discuss how we, the seatings and how we want the designers and the models and all that good jazz. Yep.
How long does it take for you to stage a show?
I tell you what, it definitely takes more than a year. I learned that the hard way last year because I only had six months. But in that 6 months, I mean, I'll give myself a pat on the back, just for pulling it off. But you definitely need a year. For one of the most important things for funding, of course. Number 2, find, a good team members, like social media marketing, event coordinator, everything like that. The decorations, the model calls.
It takes a lot, huh?
Yeah,
so you just don't use people you get strangers come in and auditioners and everything, huh?
Mm-hmm. We actually had a few people come from outside of Pittsburgh to participate in the show. The goal is to definitely get more people from outside of Pittsburgh to come to Pittsburgh.
Where can people, Melissa, where can people reach out to you that may want to be a part of this trafficking show? I think that's a brilliant idea.
You can contact me on Facebook and Instagram. Just type in MelissaSade's Glamour Gala. Um, you'll probably see a black and gold logo. It used to be one of my models as the profile picture, but if you see the Glamour Gala, it's black and gold.
And we have
I
this
can,
for you too.
yep. You can also go to MelissaSade Designs too. I don't know why I didn't just put that in there. But yes, you can also go on MelissaSade Designs. That is my Facebook, my Instagram, anything with Melissa. Just type in MelissaSade Design. Okay, I
I
ain't
can
trying to
tell.
go.
I can
Okay.
tell you are the same now as when you were like. I could just see that 6 or 7-year-old little girl in you, who you sit there and talk like she was just a grown woman. And this one, I don't. No. I can just see it. I just love that about you. You're so authentic. Let me ask you. Here's a fun question. We've seen. I remember I used to watch Bold and the Beautiful. You know the foreigners. You know because you probably watched it too because they were designers, right?
Yes.
And there was always two things I want to know. Is there always a meltdown of some sort with a model okay, so there's an understatement. And also, is it true? Do they really walk around and change all in front of each other, all naked and stuff?
Okay.
Because
I'm gonna answer both of your questions.
People, huh?
Number one, I'm the one that has the meltdowns. Okay, it ain't the models, it's me.
Why?
It's
Because
me.
like a zipper breaks at the last second. What's the worst thing? What is the biggest fire that you've ever had to put out at a show? And you're like, I know this ain't really happening.
It was my first year. It was my show. So I have a messy TikTok. It's called Mel's Mad Stories. Okay, and it talks about all the times I have almost knocked somebody upside their head, some personal stuff, all kinds of stuff. So at my show, okay, now the guests, they was up there. Woo, we having a grand time. Downstairs, I was going through HE double hockey sticks because the models were not moving fast enough. And it got to the point I had to get my gangster out. Now, I tried to talk to adults like they're adults, but for some reason, they couldn't get it together. So one model was like, can I get this? I was like, move! Like, I had my team, they had gave me walkie-talkies. I was like, how's upstairs? They were like, upstairs is fine. They doing a hold down upstairs. I'm like, a hold down? That ain't part of the damn show. Wait a minute. What they doing hold down for? Hold down because
what they doing? Square dancing?
They was up there square dancing, pretty much doing the Soul Train upstairs because that's what the host was doing to distract them from the hell I was going through downstairs.
Oh.
So she was like, okay, everybody just, who's a model? Next thing I know, and I'm watching the footage because I'm getting it back now. I'm just seeing everybody just having a grand time. I'm just like, see, everybody having a good time but me at my own damn show. And I done spent all this money.
But isn't that what you really want at the end of the day?
I do. But I saw what I have for it too.
Well, but you get to now. When you look back over your shoulder, let's talk about
yes.
that. How does it, soon as you finish, it's like this. I know because I was an event planner for 25 years. And I would tell people, because I didn't do parties. Parties were forgotten when the hangover's gone. I did events. Things that stood on the lips of people. They talked about them for years to come. And so the thing is, after it's all over and it's all said and done, the next day, you're whipped. You feel like you've delivered quadruplets. Seriously, it's like, and you go, I don't know when I'm gonna be ready to do this again. And you start that same day planning the very next one. It's like you're a glutton for punishment. So what is it? What is it about this work that brings you so much joy? Because I can tell it is your divine gift. And I have a feeling it's more than just the garments. I think it is the people underneath the garments that really do it for you.
It's definitely the people. So I'm an Aquarius. Now, my public personality, I love everybody. But the inside personality, I like to be alone. I like to be isolated. Sometimes I'm still wondering how I ended up in a marriage with 2 kids. It's crazy to me sometimes. But
would you consider yourself an introvert, Melissa?
What is that word? It's a word. It's not an introvert or an extrovert. It's something it's a word for it, but it's in the middle.
Kind of in the middle.
Yeah, I'm more the middle. Um, whenever I find that word, I'm gonna let you know. But
Please
I know
do.
this word out
That's a
there.
junior moment. They turn into senior moments. Get used to it. Let me ask you this: did you have because I learned this from the Foresters on
Mm,
Bold and Beautiful? They always had a showstopper, a
yes.
piece that closes the show, that make them go, "What?"
Well, there were definitely two. There were two looks that were definitely a showstopper. One was mine's, but one's was another designer. The other designer, his name is Kerry D. Hurd. He had this gorgeous fuchsia pink and like tangerine orange dress, and it had like the flower earrings on it. So his inspiration was villains, like inspired like Disney villains or whatever. But the dress, his show-stopping dress, my favorite one, that didn't look like no villain dress. That looked like a princess dress at the end. It
Mm.
was so gorgeous. And my dress, of course, was the one with the lights would turn off, the reflective dress. That was the one everybody was like shocked. Cause the day of the show, I did not I told my team very last minute, which I have to work on this myself. I told them last minute, I said, I want y'all to turn off the lights. And they were like, what? I said, I want y'all to turn off the lights because I have something that requires to be in the dark. And tell everybody to just put on their flashlights. And when she came out, they it was just like, oh my God, it was like it's reflective, it's glowing, and you could just see everybody's lights slowly turning on, like boop, 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 boop. And I got
How'd
to
that
see
make you
it.
feel? How'd that make you feel, Melissa?
It it made me feel like, okay, what is um oh my God. It was surreal. It was definitely surreal because at the Glamour Gala, I let the designers actually watch their garments come down the runway, how the guests would see it. Because when we're designers, we don't get to see it. We only get to peek around the corner,
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
don't get the photos. So I expressed to my designers, I'm like, I don't want you guys to just not see your work. I want you guys to actually enjoy the fruit of your labor.
Mhm.
So I had them go out in the front. Yes, Junior.
Junior, she yours in 1 minute. Junior,
Good
Junior
job,
got Junior got a timer going. He ain't playing with.
Junior.
He want his mama back.
So every designer, they got to watch their garments go down the runway, and they got to flood. They get to flood out with their garments.
What's that mean?
So with a flood, it's when the malls are clapping at the end and they're all coming out,
Oh yeah,
and the
yeah, yeah.
designers be. So we call that a flood.
Okay.
Um, so sometimes with a flood, sometimes the designer will go with their collection and sometimes they won't. Sometimes they will pick their favorite garment and they will walk with that garment. With me, I let my malls have their flood and I'm gonna have my own flood. Because even though yes, it's my collection, but MelissaSade, the person, is different from MelissaSade designs the garments. Because my fashion aesthetics, it's bright, bold, beautiful colors.
Yeah.
But my favorite color is black. My favorite season is winter. Like all of my favorite things is very dark and cold. But you would never know that because
You sound
of
like one of
my
my
fashion.
sisters.
You would never know that because of my fashion aesthetic.
Right.
And for the
It's
longest,
balance.
it's yeah, it's definitely you can say that it's definitely a balance.
Yeah.
And I never noticed that people noticed that my fashion aesthetic was so colorful. Until the one show I did, it was called Women of Color. That was about 3, about to be 3 years ago now.
Okay. Okay.
And one of the makeup artists, she was like, "Is Melissa in the show?" They were like, "Yeah." They was like, "Oh, great, because you could play around with her collection. She got so many different colors. You can do so much with it." But the problem was my collection was all blue, and it was inspired by winter. So you had blue, silver, white. And when she saw it, she was like, I just knew you was gonna have some orange, some yellow, green, blue, purple. I was like, I do
Well,
have blue.
you have to remain unpredictable to
Yeah.
stay
So
relevant. And so I get it. Look, this hour, and we started. We had a couple faux pas, but they weren't because we got through it. And the time is right. You are just a joy. And I want you to be able to come back anytime you would like to come back. Let me know, because I just love everything about you. I mean that. And I wish you nothing but a continued success. I am praying for increased blessing and abundance for you and all of your models and all the people telling stories. You guys, if you or someone you know could be interested in being a model and telling their story about somehow being inside of a sexually abusive, what is it again? What are the criteria?
Domestic violence and intimate partnership.
An intimate partnership. So when you're in a romantic intimate domestic violence, get at MelissaSade, won't you please? You could find yourself ripping the runway. So Melissa, thank you so much. Happy New Year to you. And hang out backstage for a second. I want to say goodbye properly. And I want to say goodbye properly to all of you all right now. Thank you so much for dealing with my tardiness this morning. We'll be back tomorrow. And Miss Jane Durkis is in the house. That's the woman behind the cookbook, Metabolic Balance Kitchen. And she is my coach in this 60-day transformation from 198 pounds to badang. You know,
all right,
right? Okay. I'm telling you, I'm trying to ride this until the wheels fall off. Now, listen, you all. Thank you again. Be the blessing you want to see in the world. Get out there and find one E and one R and take everything that's already great to greater, bright to brighter, bold to bolder, and my personal favorite, kind to kinder. Now, meet me tomorrow morning, God willing, at 8 a.m. Central over on the front porch, and you and I will have another illuminated conversation. And as always, in parting, Dr. Lauren tells you how much he absolutely loves you, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Have a great day and be the greatest thing in the day, wherever you go. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you for your patience, Junior.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Show me your soul. Baby, I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Honey, it's way past time. How expensive do I have to be? Need I spell it out before you get it, baby? Show me your soul. And honey, I'll show you mine. I'll show you